and of course to drop your reactions on our post. We start off with the Vanguard newspaper, then we move on to others. We have the Punch. I have with me the Punch, the Guardian, the Premium Times, the Nation, and as much as we'll be touching on the show this morning. Our first story from the Vanguard: subsidy. Zulum gives NLC 2 billion naira for workers' loan, raise gratuity 2.4 billion naira annually. And some more stories: fuel subsidy interest fighting us. This is from Shetima. And presidential poll: Nigeria's future is in your hands, cleric tells judges. Edo LP chairmanship candidate, others call for cancellation of local government elections. 100 days in office, place all appointees on target. FNM, I beg your pardon, tasks Tinubu. I'd have expelled Wike from PDP if I had such power. Dele Momodu. Tinubu appoints 8 mandate secretaries for FCT as Wike vows penalties for 34 billion naira ground rent. Oyo Assembly grants Makinde's request to borrow 50 billion naira loan. Our founding fathers won independence, failed to build a nation. Jonathan. And immigration arrests 62 illegal migrants in Ogun State. Judiciary should not decide election winners. Bode George. 100 days PDP APC in hot exchange over Alia's performance. Coup, stay away from politics, Alake tells military. And some more stories still on the Vanguard newspaper. NDDC board appointments, Kalu lauds Tinubu's choice of technocrats. And finally, from the Vanguard newspaper, new NDDC board, Akwa Ibom appointee appreciates Tinubu, Akpabio, others. We take a look at the Daily Post newspaper. Our first story from here: Atiku, Peter Obi versus Tinubu. Watch your utterance, police warns ahead of Wednesday judgment. PPC, Labour Party decries Justice Odili's prejudgment remarks. Kano Election Tribunal, that's another one from the Daily Post newspaper. Ganduje's son loses petition. NNPP finally expels Kwakwanso, gives reason. NLC strike in Osun records mixed compliance. Father of 6 accidentally shoots self, dies in Bayelsa. Biafra, DSS deny me access to choice visitors in Nnamdi Kanu. 100 days in office, Tinubu's policies divide financial experts. Good morning, Bolabo.
Good morning, Nike. And of course, we'll move over to the Cable NG this morning. There are also quite a number of top stories here on the Cable NG. We have this one: controversy over Mary Odili's speeches. LP says it's dangerous. All right, climate cable. Akinwumi additional: why Africa's GDP must be revalued. We have this from the business side of the Cable NG this morning. Tinubu to Indian billionaire: I will break all bottlenecks, and referring to investors here. And of course, all the top stories: Shetima, our policies to revive economy are yielding results. MD is short as NLC strike records partial compliance in Abuja. All the top stories here on the Cable. It says Fayemi protest against subsidy removal under Jonathan was all political. For political interest. And we also have this one: court set aside Kwankwaso suspension from NNPP, restrains factional committee, that's factional team, from taking such action. And of course, we also have this one: DSS, we've arrested members of syndicate diverting palliatives in Nasarawa State. And of course, before we leave the Cable this morning, we'll take one more, and this says Obasanjo: I knew Buhari didn't understand economics, but didn't know he was so reckless. And that's about it from the Cable NG.
All right, we take a look at the Nation. Daily Independent, champion 2 of a kind. 29 years of private broadcasting. I think that's just an editorial piece. 55 nations for Africa's Internet Forum. And firm's director can hold board meeting. We fail to integrate into a nation, says Jonathan. Beneficiaries of subsidy ready to frustrate government, says Shetima. CBN to clear $10 billion forex backlog in 2 weeks. Justice Odili, count me out of your political bias. Federal government NLC to resume talks after strike. Warning strike in partial success. We move to the sports side. Brazil dropped Man United's Antony after abuse claim. and Tinubu's 100 Days of Steady Progress and National Rejuvenation by Mohammed Idris. We take one more story. We move to another paper. Speaker Deputy eulogized VP Shetima at 57. That's the much we can take from the Nation.
All right, this day newspaper this morning also has a number or couple of headlines there on the front page of the This Day newspaper. Otedola commends Sanwo-Olu on successful completion of Lagos-Bo Rail. And we also have this one. APC thanks Nigerians for supporting Tinubu. Federal government declares petrol subsidy removal irrevocable, rallies ranking sector. And this also says blue economy, I'm in a hurry to make impact. That's according to Yetola, the minister here. And of course, Yetola declares. We have this one, Tinubu 100 strong start, strong challenges. And here after 25 key performance indicators as guard. And this is coming from Kingsley Nwaze. Let's also look at other top stories here right on the front page of the This Day newspaper. And of course, let's see if we have new more. And this says Health Insurance Group posts 20 billion naira revenue in 2022. And before we leave the This Day newspaper from the business angle, AGF calls for transparency in management of cooperative societies. Funds. Abiru charges software developers to harness opportunities in tech innovation. And of course, we take this one. Nikon blames Sport Insurance acceptance on inadequate service delivery. All of that are coming from the This Day newspaper this morning.
All right, we have to go on our first commercial break. We just take a couple of headlines from the Daily Trust before we do that. Why Tinubu needs help after 100 days in office. Nigerian pilgrims asked to deposit 4.5 million naira for 2024 Hajj. Lagos workers shun NLC as strike hits states. FCT. Hunter kills self with Dane gun in Bayelsa. Police to arraign Sheun Kuti over assault on officers September 27. We go on that break. When we return, we'll be back with the analysis. Do stay tuned.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
It's time again. Àkókò ti tó láti rìnrìn àjò lọ sí ilẹ̀ mímọ́ Jerusalem pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ You Fit Fly àti Gospel Vibes Limited. You Fit Fly presents 2023 Holy Pilgrimage to the Holy Land of Jerusalem. Lọ́tẹ̀ yìí, Màmá Ajínrere Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí láwùjọ máa rìnrìn àjò yìí pọ̀. Òjò ìbùkún yóò rọ̀ bí gbajúgbajà olórin ẹ̀mí ni yóò ṣe máa fi orin ẹ̀mí fa agbára Ọlọ́run sọ̀kalẹ̀. Àkókò rèé fún ọ láti jẹ́rìí sí agbára Ọlọ́run. You will be blessed with abundant testimonies with the ministration of Evangelist Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí láti ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án títí di ọjọ́ kẹrìndínlógún oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2023 láò fi wà ní ilẹ̀ mímọ́ Jerusalem 9 to 16 October 2023. You can trust You Fit Fly with your dream journey to Jerusalem. We are located at Block 8, Plot 15, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan, 0901 111 1190. Or visit our website at www.youfitfly.com. Jerusalem Pilgrimage 2023, organized by You Fit Fly. Wá kí wọ́n náà jẹ́rìí sagbára Ọlọ́run.
While everyone is saying things are getting more expensive, instead, whenever I buy, I get double the amount.
In this Niger, hey, please tell me how.
When you dial star 939 hash to activate and use your smart cash account today, enjoy double your talk time and enjoy 100% airtime bonus instantly whenever you recharge your Airtel line.
Oh, see what I've been missing.
Just dial star 939 hash to enjoy the best deals on Smart Cash, powered by Airtel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the crown princesses of style and spice. They are a course fabulous. They are reality royalty. Meet the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 2. Can you guess who's back? 5 of your favorite housewives return, along with 2 dazzling newcomers. Don't miss this exciting new season. Subscribe from 1,200 Naira Monkey. Sign up now at showmax.com.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, won't
sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200 ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 naira.
Bigger 200 ml Hypo sachet to do more housework.
CAC Covenant of Mercy presents 72 Hours with God, September edition. 72 Hours with God. It promises to be powerful with diverse miracles, supernatural visitations, and testimonies. This September edition is tagged When I Look More Closely. From Friday 8th to Sunday 10th of September 2023. Friday and Saturday 9 a.m. to 12 noon, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Vigil 12 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. WAT. And on Sunday 10th of September, which is the grand finale, we shall be coming together from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Vigil 11 p.m. WAT till dawn. Music ministrations by Evangelist Adela Kumbabayewa, Bidemi Olaba, and Elijah Akintude Olorun Sobe. God's anointed servants will be ministering powerfully. Prophet Taiwo Ojo. For inquiries, please call 0805-027-5779. Connect with us on Facebook at Prophet Taiwo Ojo Live. Please note, there will be free buses from Iwo Road, Ojo, and Challenge. 72 Hours with God, an unforgettable experience. Don't miss it.
160 successful Canadian visas and counting in 2023 alone. We are A3 Immigration, and we mean business. A3 Immigration Incorporation is a Canadian-based immigration corporation licensed to help individuals transform Canada into their home sweet home, just as we did for Shalewa.
Hi, my name is Shalewa. Thanks to A3 Immigration, Nova Scotia, Canada is my new home.
Congratulations. Me, this message, congratulations.
With Canada Regulatory Council membership number R707544, A3 Immigration has a wide variety of expertise in all areas related to Canadian immigration. Our sister company, Bigger International Consult, is also available for your work or study needs in the United Kingdom. To get started, call or chat 0913-660-1125, 0913-660-1125, or visit a3immigration.com. A3 Immigration, making Canada your new home.
tí 9 mobile network Naija gangan bá jẹ́ àyò rẹ̀, èrè ńlá ń dúró dè ọ́. Nígbàkúgbà tí o bá nílò dátà sí láti wo sinimá tàbí gba oríṣiríṣi àjàbalẹ̀ eré ìdárayá, 9 mobile wà fún ọ. Pẹ̀lú 1,500 naira péré, wàá jẹ ìgbádùn 8 gigabyte látọ̀dọ̀ 9 mobile. O tún lè fi 9.5 gigabyte ṣe ìfàjẹ pẹ̀lú 2,000 naira péré àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Darapọ̀ mọ́ 9 mobile lónìí tàbí kí o tẹ *301# láti yan dátà olówó pọ́kú tí o ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé. 9 mobile wà níbí fún ọ, wà níbí fún Naija.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, you're welcome back to the Break It Down Papers review here on 32 FM 94.9, and we're diving straight into the analysis proper. We have Mr. Femi Olukunle joining us this morning. My name is GBOLABO Moscow.
And my name is Adenike Ademuwago. We dive straight into the analysis. We have a headline here that says 100 days Tinubu inherited battered economy. According to the federal government, they're urging the labor unions to show more understanding. We all know that the strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress, they're protesting the failure of the federal government to provide palliatives following the fuel subsidy removal. But right here, his camp is saying he's done excellently well. He's changed the narrative within his 100 days in office, and it was exactly 100 days yesterday he assumed office. And it seems like these people in his cabinet would rather have us praise him and preach patience to the suffering masses. Is he not playing to our subconsciousness by saying he inherited a battered economy and has tried in the last 100 days? He knew what he was getting into. He said we shouldn't pity him and he's here for the job. He also had the mantra, hit the ground running. So is this some sort of, what should we call this, achievement proclamation?
Well, good morning, Nigerian.
Good morning.
And good morning or good day, the world. When we talk politics, we have different divergent opinions, and people who are in the same boat with the president will praise him to high heavens. People who are, I'm sorry to use this word, ignorant, would also jump on the ship. And then people who are so critical would examine it critically and come out with something. So no matter how you talk, the people who are in the same party with the president will praise him, and people who are apologists of the president will also do the same. However, it is so difficult to examine to place President Bola Tinubu on his 100 days in office, and this is my reason. He did not form his cabinet early enough. He has just formed his cabinet. Had it been the second week of his assumption of office, he formed his cabinet, and we will be able to holistically examine him and then place him according to the performances of his cabinet. But now that he has just formed his cabinet, we cannot, correctly place him. But that notwithstanding, for some people to praise him that he has done well, I have not seen anything to on the table to give him a pass mark. He's still struggling to find his level in governance, and then for some of his angers on to say that he inherited a bad economy, and I don't expect that one from them. It is an insult on Nigerians, because Tinubu was part and parcel of the last administration. The time Muhammad Buhari administration was torturing Nigerians, when Buhari was borrowing money and the people in his cabinet were messing up with money, Tinubu did not talk. I remember that the members of the press went to him to extract something from him, but he refused to talk, and he was always saying that Buhari was doing well. He probably didn't know that he was going to inherit the asset and liability of government of Buhari, and then he has done it now. So he should carry the can and then make sure that he fixes the wrongs. However, thank God that they belong to the same APC. Buhari was in APC. He is an APC government. So it is APC that has tortured us for 8 years under Buhari, and let him fix it.
All right, Mr. Femi, let's quickly look at this one. I'm a little bit appalled when I saw this particular headline, and it was very screaming for me. It says subsidy removal protest under Jonathan was all politics, and that's coming from the former governor of Ekiti State, Fayemi here. And it's quite surprising that we're hearing this. It's just like what Onwosu told us at a point in time after the 1993 elections, that the elections were rigged after so many years. He said because of the military junta, he couldn't speak. He spoke during a democratic setting, and that's about some years back. And now we're hearing more revelations. It means that more will still pour out. But for Fayemi saying that Occupy Nigeria in 2012 was just all politics. So where are we heading to? Looking at our political setup and architecture in Nigeria itself.
GBOLABO, don't let it surprise you. That is the way politicians toy with Nigeria. They play Nigeria like somebody playing a chess game. They toy with our future. They toy with the future of our children. Now, one expected Fayemi to be bold enough to have said it when they were playing politics with the future of Nigeria. When Jonathan shouted that there was going to be removal of a subsidy then in 2012, all these people, including, led by the current president, Bola Tinubu was there, even Femi Falana was there, Fela's son was there, Tunji Braithwaite of blessed memory was there, Gani Faweyimi's son was there. All of them packed themselves at a Freedom Park in Lagos, and they were entertained by Wasiu Ayinde Marshal playing music, and they were eating and dining. In fact, I almost lost my car. I was coming from office, and I got to Amfani Junction, and I met miscreants. My car was new, 3 years old car then. They wanted to burn my car. They said, why should I move? Probably what saved me was the press sticker on that car. So, and what they were saying, people still have those the footage on their phones. What they were saying then was that subsidy was a fluke. It was not correct. They wanted to steal Nigeria's money. They have already shared it. They have not removed it. They have shared it. And Tunji Braithwaite was telling us the percentage for the government, federal government, state government, and whatever. So now we are back at the starting block. We see Tinubu now removing subsidy. Before Buhari came into office, Buhari said there was nothing like subsidy, that it was all trick to steal. But when he got to office, he saw the reality. He saw that there was subsidy. And then he didn't know what to do with it. Now, Tinubu came, he removed the subsidy. But what is paining me is that they all agreed that this subsidy was a conduit pipe through which money was siphoned into private pockets. Government knows those pockets. Government knows the owners of the pockets. And government has not done anything. They have not arrested those pockets and treat them like a thief, like criminals. Now, number two, those who stole money, my annoyance with the Tinubu administration is this. Those who stole money under Buhari can be easily seen, can be easily identified. This government has not taken any effort to query those people. Let those ministers under Buhari who spent money as if they were Father Christmas and as if there was nobody to ask them any question. Let Tinubu administration get these people to answer some questions. And by the time they squeeze them, some money will come out. And this money can be used to pay our debts. But instead of doing that, they are telling Nigerians to tighten up, to endure, and we are being taxed from various angles. Taxation from various angles. And to add salt on injury, government has not reduced its opulence. They have not reduced the cost of governance. They still live in their El Dorado. And Nigerians are suffering. So let us all suffer. Let government reduce the cost of governance. All these big cars they are riding, let them sell them and begin to ride small cars. Let all these bogus allowances and salaries be cut to half or less than half. Let all of us be in the same ship. Let us all endure. Let us all pool our resources together to rebuild the economy. But the masses cannot be suffering, and those who govern us be living as if they are in another world. So it is not done.
All right, it is D-Day today, exactly 193 days after the February 25th presidential election. And of course, all eyes today will be on the presidential election petition court, as they will be delivering their ruling today, or its ruling today. And what's your reaction to this? There are so many things happening. We understand that there is currently heavy security as the tribunal decides article these petitions against Tinubu. What are your expectations as regards today?
What I expect today is calm. I pray we have peace. I don't expect anybody to throw caution to the winds. I don't expect anybody to go out and start destroying public property. I don't expect anybody to disturb free flow of human beings, and the vehicular movement should not be disturbed as well. So people should know that the presidential tribunal that will be delivering its verdict today, it is not the end. There is still a window, and that window is the Supreme Court. So people should please be calm. Let's not destroy this country. It is our country, and we don't have any other country to claim as ours other than this Nigeria. So we should not destroy it. I beg people to please be calm and let the petitioners go the whole hog. Let them get to the Supreme Court. And
do you see the court overturning and ordering a rerun?
It is difficult to say. All I know is that the petitioners presented intimidating evidence according to how we followed it. How we followed the proceedings. They presented intimidating evidence, and the lawyers, Tinubu's lawyers, also acted brilliantly to try to decimate, to puncture the evidence placed before the court by the petitioners. So it is up to their lordship to do the needful. Let them examine properly what they have done, what they have presented before them, and then come out with something for Nigerians to hear today. So I don't know where it's a pendulum. I don't know where it will rest, but may God save our country.
All right. Let's look at this. So we're back to PIA now, the Petroleum Industry Act, and because we are back to the Niger Delta, and this has been like a back and forth for Nigeria when it comes to upstream and of course downstream petroleum sector itself. But now we're having the Forum of Concerned Indigents of Oil Producing Communities say it is illegal for the eminent monarch of the region to propose Iwere Trust Fund, saying that it's the host community's trust fund that is recognized by the PIA. Now, are we not delving into more troubles for ourselves, especially in the Niger Delta region? What do they really want? Because one keep wondering that it's not every region that produces oil, but we're surviving somehow. How do we deviate from this norm of the Niger Delta, sometimes creating nuisance for themselves? Because if you look at how much more they fought for the PIB at the point when it was a bill, and now it's an act. And now we have instances of even within themselves, they cannot agree to say these are the things we need. If their monarch is saying there should be a certain trust fund for certain areas, and they are saying it's not in the PIA, you can't do that. How much more do we play politics with the revenue of the country itself?
It is most unfortunate that this is coming out. And if you go to that region, because I lived in that region for 4 years. I lived in Warri, I lived in Port Harcourt. And as a journalist, I've been to Bayelsa on some occasions. I know the sufferings of those people. When I was in Port Harcourt, I discovered that when I was in the bathroom and I was bathing, the soap will not give me I mean, you just see some particles hanging on the air on your body. It will not just clean you up. And then the water, even if you use 10 buckets of water, you will not be clean because there had been a turbulence between in the water table between water and the oil that is that was interfering with the water table. So, and if you looked at the vegetation in that area, they were almost brown, always brown, because they had been tortured by the interference from the oil. So these people honestly are suffering. Their aquatic animals were not okay. They were dead. I saw all these things. But you see, the problem we have in Nigeria is money. And we are the enemies of ourselves. Money is our major problem. Money is expected to be a slave to us, but money is our master. Now, you see people in that area not agreeing within themselves has shown that money is controlling them. Now, this is where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to come out forcefully and come out with a definite policy that will not make anybody to corner the money that is meant for development of the people. Whether you are the traditional ruler, whether you are the minister, whether you are the permanent secretary, whoever you may be, the people should be the focus. And the people themselves should not gather themselves together, forming irresponsible groups in order to pressure people for money. So
all right, Mr. Femi.
That is what I think the president
we need
should
to
do.
go on a break real quick. Please hold that thought. We'll be back. To stay with us.
32 FM 94.9.
tí 9 mobile network Naija gangan bá jẹ́ àyò rẹ̀ èrè ńlá ń dúró dè ọ́ nígbàkúgbà tí o bá nílò dátà sí láti wo sinimá tàbí gba oríṣiríṣi àjàbalẹ̀ eré ìdárayá 9 mobile wà fún ọ pẹ̀lú 1,500 naira péré wàá jẹ ìgbádùn 8 gigabyte látọ̀dọ̀ 9 mobile o tún lè fi 9.5 gigabyte ṣe ìfàjẹ pẹ̀lú 2,000 naira péré àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ 9 mobile lónìí tàbí kí o tẹ *301# láti yan dátà olówó pọ́kú tí ó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé 9 mobile wà níbí fún ọ wà níbí fún Naija.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the crown princesses of style and spice. They are a course fabulous. They are reality royalty. Meet the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 2. Can you guess who's back? 5 of your favorite housewives return, along with 2 dazzling newcomers. Don't miss this exciting new season. Subscribe from 1,200 Naira Monkey. Sign up now at showmax.com.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, one sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200 ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 Naira.
Bigger 200 ml hypo sachet to do more housework.
Connection is very important, especially when it's strong, and you don't realize this until you are cut off. Keep your connection strong at home or on the go with INT'L Home Broadband Internet. Get any of our devices like the 7500 MiFi or the 10,000 router with instant 30 gigabytes or the 20,000 router with instant 100 gigabytes. Hurry to the nearest INT'L shop or visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
INT'L, a reason to imagine.
ìròyìn ìṣàgbára mi àti àánú ti 1930. táyé ń fọ́ lórí ẹ̀ lókè òye. lọ́sẹ̀ jẹ́rẹ̀ ní ti 2023 yìí ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀. nínú ìpàdé májẹ̀mú yẹn ni 72 hours God September edition. pẹ̀lú ọlọ́run nínú ayé wòlíì Táíwò Òjó bàbá ìsọjí orí afẹ́fẹ́. When I look more closely. nígbà tí mo wò fílà kórí eléyìísà. látọjọ́ Friday 8 di Sunday 10 September. gbogbo ẹrù ogun tí kì í ṣe tiẹ̀ táyé dìlé olórí. ní májẹ̀mú àánú lórí wòlíì. Táíwò Òjó máa sọ kalẹ̀. tọkọ tayọ ọlọ́run máa lo evangelist Adélakùn bàbá ayé wa. dídè mi ọlọ́ba. ìlà ìjà kẹtọ́ ni ọlọ́run sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Táíwò Òjó bàbá sọjí orí afẹ́fẹ́. wọ́n á máa sọ tẹ́lẹ̀. látàgọ́ mẹ́sàn-án òwúrọ̀. lọ́jọ́ Friday 8. tá a bá ti wọnú àdúrà ìdájí lọ́jọ́ Monday la máa ṣorí ọ̀fẹ́. láti wọ́rọ̀ ọdún Ìbàdàn. tó bá sì jẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun òṣèjẹ́rẹ́ ni ẹ máa bọ̀. Mexican TCAC májẹ̀mú àánú. fúnra lọ́wọ́ àdúrà 0063198600. ọkọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ máa wà ní ìwọ́rọ̀. challenge àti ọjọ́. kẹrùdò olókòkòdókò.
Get ready to experience a whole new level of innovation on the Camon 20 Doodle Edition with its exciting glow-in-the-dark feature. The Camon 20 series and the Camon 20 Doodle Edition comes preloaded with a suite of Google apps. Enjoy more content made for you on YouTube. Get on the golf sports updates and highlights on Google search and lots more. Visit any nearest Techno store to purchase yours now. Techno, stop at nothing.
Join the biggest UK universities education fair organized by AHZ Associates, top UK university partners, on September 12th at Carlton Gate Exclusive Hotel, Ibadan, and will avail you up to £5,000 discount on tuition fees. Who is this UK universities education fair for? Graduates looking to enroll for postgraduate studies in the UK, parents looking to send their children to university in the UK, OND and HND holders looking to enroll for undergraduate and postgraduate studies in the UK. For more information, contact us via +234 814 419 5954. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp +234 913 801 5761. Or you can send us an email on info.ibadan@ahzassociates.co.uk.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, you're welcome back to Break It Down Papers Review. And of course, we still have Mr. Femi Olukunle doing the analysis, but also opening the phone lines right about now. The numbers are 070 55,000 949 or 080 949. I'm also live on Facebook and also on YouTube, 32 FM Ibadan. And of course, Mr. Femi, you're actually going to make your line of thoughts before we had that commercial break.
Yes, I'm just rounding off on that by calling on President Tinubu to ensure that he breathes heavily down the neck of whoever is the minister of that region, Niger Delta Development, whatever. So, because that place, that ministry is like a conduit pipe, another conduit pipe. The money that Nigeria channels towards the development of the area does not really get to the grassroots. And that is why there is too much agitation from that area. And unfortunately, those who call themselves traditional leaders, traditional whatever, they capitalize on the fact that they have voice to corner some of these monies that should get to the people. So President Bola Tinubu should supervise the minister properly and ensure that the minister does the needful so that there will be peace from that area. When there's peace from that area, our economy will also know peace.
0705 5000 949 and 0809 7949. Do not forget to like and share our videos as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Tekile Balabi from Malaka Sheboru.
All right.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Please make your point.
Yes, I just want to talk on the Nasarawa people. That the DSS arrested the palliative committee that was meant to distribute palliative to the people. It shows that we are the enemies of ourselves. It's not the leg about the leader, and the leg is who we are too greedy. Because this man is meant for the vulnerable. But these people, they are short, they just cut corner and then they are just selling the material. On the issue of election petition that's going to deliver judgment today, I want all the parties to accept the party in good faith. This is the first stage. We see our second stage. We see our third stage. They should accept the result of the parties of the tribunal in good faith. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Denike, good morning. Good morning. I'm morning to the guests. This is okay. First, I want to thank Fayemi for giving me an answer to the question I have always been asking. That what is new with what happened in Goodluck's time in comparison to now. So we can see how they played on the people's intelligence. An average politician is unreliable. So we give kudos to him. And I think we Nigerians should by now realize that every and any politician is unreliable. They literally play on our intelligence. And on the election petition tribunal, I appeal to everybody. Please, let's accept whatever outcome comes out of it. Like your guest rightly said, destroying properties will not actually sort anything. It will only make the politicians to seek from their clique and be who they ought to be. Please, I appeal to everybody. Let's accept it. Good morning. This is okay.
All right, 0705 5000 949 and 0809 7949. We also have some reactions on Facebook.
All right, we'll take this quickly from Momotayo Loarotimi on Obamiru. Says, people say fire is a good servant but a bad master. In case of money, money is a good servant but an evil master. People should stop trusting in money in Nigeria. We have seen it many times, how much the power of money can go. Money would buy you a casket, but would not raise you from the dead. All right.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Clifford Bata. I want to ask you, here is Austin Odumo and Professor Bedell. This man you brought here was a state politician that came to the radio press.
Okay, Tolu Lokwademi says, good morning. Nigerians should be very careful in any activity they engage themselves in. As Presidential Election Petition Tribunal is set to deliver judgment today, we must not allow ourselves to be used by corrupt and selfish politicians in achieving their selfish interests, because Nigeria as an institution must not fail no matter what the question. Austin Odumo and Professor Olojedokun are still a part of the program.
And of course, just to also tell our listeners and those who call in, please attack the issues. They are very important. We have myriad of issues that we needed to deal with. And if you have issues with personality, please, you can sort that out. But on the program, please attack issues. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm John Newsom Joseph. I'm surprised one of the callers is calling the analyst here a politician. Apparently, we don't know the man that is there. Good morning, sir, Mr. Senyo Lukunle. I'm John Newsom Joseph. Let me just say this. I am in great process of any kind today after the pronouncement. And I will be happy the security agent can deal ruthlessly with any form of protest today. It is not necessary. If any party that is not satisfied with the pronouncement to proceed to their peacock. I personally thought it was right for the tribunal
to transmit live the entire court proceeding. I've raised that issue several times before them. I started justifying your day as a panel of inquiry in River State, under which is rejected, so now the cornerstone. Live transmission of the verdicts intended to clear away everything which might endanger suspicion and distrust of the tribunal, and to promote the feeling of confidence in the administration of justice, which is so essential to social order and security of the nation today, have been vindicated. I'm John Newton. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, Timothy Okorie says, good morning. Indeed, the future of Nigeria is in the hands of the judiciary at this point. The truth is already there. Any mago from the judiciary will mar this country a great deal. Well done, Mr. Femi in the studio. You're doing well. Hello, good morning. All right, some more reactions on Facebook. Emmanuel D. Special says, okay, I think he's responding to something else. Ayorinde Adawotola says, all those things that seem vexatious to your guests, like Tinubu and others leading a protest against subsidy removal during GEG in 2012, were all strengthening democracy. Your guests can look for other reasons. All right, I think that's the much we can take this morning on the show. One more reaction. Honorable Akikumi says, if any group lost at the PPT today, they should ask their candidate what prayers he presented to the court. You can't eat your cake and have it. Those groups will sleep with one eye open and their shoe on today. No one should introduce violence. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Olukunle, for joining us.
Thank you very much. And
morning.
I need to tell Nigerians who are listening to us that history will not die. Once it is written, it is written. It was written in 2012, and we will always refer to history. So whether politicians who are listening to us, whether it suits them or not, they must be referred to history. So I am not a politician. I'm a trained and certified journalist. So let that person who called in, understand.
All right, thank you very much. I am Adenike Ademuwago.
And I'm GBOLABO Famous School. The Smart Kids Show is up next. Bye for now.
FM 94.9.
Vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin...
Jason, why do you have so much bread slices?
Because I want to eat all the 7 vitamins in the Golden Penny spread.
No, Jason, that's not how it works. You get the 7 vitamins in every spread you make on a slice, no matter how little.
Golden Penny spread is fortified with 7 essential vitamins and plant-based fats that gives you energy. Now available in a new sleek rectangular pack. Available in stores nationwide. Golden Penny spread. Spread the nourishment. We can bet that you've never listened to radio like this before.
You can bet that you've never listened to radio like this before. It's the voice of happiness.